Astrology Tarot Horoscope for the week of April 17th to the 23rd. So I have here the Crystallis Tarot, which is my deck for April, and then I'll also be drawing from the Sikoli Oracle as well. So let's start with the Crystallis Tarot. I'm going to do a shuffle. Let's see what we get for the week. All right, so we got for Aries, the Ace of Stones. So this card really talks about new beginnings as far as jobs and home. So if you're thinking of changing jobs, changing your home, this really bodes well for it. This is also a card that really talks about using crystals and earth energy for healing. So if you've been looking at working with any kind of like crystal healing work, this is a really good indication it's time to start. For Taurus, we have LP the Star. So Taurus, some good news coming your way this week. Definitely a feeling of hope all around you. You're going to be looking towards a bright future, feeling a lot more optimistic than you have been. So really pay attention to your intuition as well, because there's going to be some guidance coming to you. Gemini, we have Her and the Hunter. So another major arcana card. And so Gemini, this is a time of determination where you're really going to be moving forward with things. You're going to be looking forward to your goals, really focusing on them. It also shows this is a good week for travel. If you've got any travel on the books, this is a really good week for it, that you're going to be able to kind of get people and things to work together for you this week. For Cancer, we have the Moon. So Cancer, Moon, that's perfect for you. Moon being your planet. Definitely a time to pay attention to your intuition this week. This is not a week of doing for Cancer. This is a week for you to sit back, listen to your intuition, listen to your imagination, get creative, and also to sit with uncertainty, because not everything is set in stone yet. So it's not a really great time to make decisions. For Leo, we have the Acrobat. We've gotten this 3 weeks in a row. That is so weird. Saying we need to be flexible. Leos, as I've said before, are a fixed sign. We like to know what's going on, and it says we need to be flexible with things. Virgo, we have the Nine of Scrolls. So Virgo, it's a time where you're going to be feeling kind of depressed or feeling low about things, worrying about things, a lot of anxious energy around you, and it says that you're making things worse than they actually are. Yes, there's losses that need to be grieved, and you need to do that, just like this weeping angel, but don't make things so big that it impedes you from moving forward. Libra, we have the Four of Spirals. So Libra, it's a time for you to rest, to enjoy having people around you. There's not a lot of forward movement, but I see you definitely just kind of having people around, having people over, maybe going to someone's house, enjoying things. If there's a celebration, this is that you're going to or you're hosting this week, this is definitely a good indication for it as well. For Scorpio, we have the Nine of Mirrors, showing that a wish of yours is going to come true this week. So keep being positive, keep thinking positive. You know, there's some big good news that's coming for you this week. Sagittarius, we have the Eight of Scrolls. So Sagittarius, you're not as trapped as you think you are. In fact, there's all sorts of signs around you telling you how to get out of things. So if you've been feeling trapped, you know, listen just to your intuition, but I feel like there's like people around you giving you messages, and it's saying that you need to listen. For Capricorn, we have Callie, the Tower. This is going to be a week of shakeups, Capricorn. You know, something's coming, and you know, I don't want to scare people with kind of like Callie being on here and everything, but sometimes things need to be destroyed in order to build us up and for something new to begin. But sometimes that shakeup can be like a really good thing. It's just something that's going to change things for us. So, you know, look for the change this week, Capricorn. For Aquarius, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Change is also in the air for Aquarius, but in a different way. Whereas Capricorn is going to be a shakeup. This is sort of more of a natural cycle, and it's also an indication of good luck and things being on your side. And for Pisces, we have the Divine Child, or the Hierophant. So definitely honoring your inner child this week is super important for Pisces. I'm also getting that this is a time where you definitely feel supported and nurtured by your family, and by be supported by your job, supported by the things around you. And so it's saying this is not a time of change for Pisces. It's a time of going with the flow, and it's a time for honoring tradition and for honoring the support systems you have around you. So that's what I'm seeing this week for the various signs. Now I'm going to pull a Sekolah card for all of us for this week. Let's go with the creepy children. All right. Let's see. Number 13. Now I don't know from the book what the meaning for this is, but I'm going to go with my intuition on this one. So I think for all of us, it's telling us not to isolate ourselves. You know, you've got this princess here. She's up in a tower. She's got all this candy around her, but she's kind of isolated from everything. And not to put ourselves above others or think that we're higher than others. It's really a time where we need to connect and not isolate ourselves. So whether you're one of the signs that's going through changes this week, or one that's kind of just got to take things easy, it's saying not to isolate yourself, not to put yourself in an environment where everything is, you know, just you're not exposing yourself to other people or other things. Because sometimes, you know, when we want to be all positive, we isolate ourselves from others because we say, oh, we don't want their negative influence, or we don't want to hear bad things. And sometimes that's just isolating ourselves in a candy tower. And we need to get out there and we need to be with others and not isolate ourselves. So that's the messages I'm getting for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you to my new subscribers and old ones too. You guys are awesome. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.